Hi, welcome to my channel. This is your host Padmakar Shetty. Today I'm going to share my journey to Mangalore, Udupi, where my ancestors were born and lived here. I'm really excited to see the Bhoota Darshana in our house. In the later part of my video, I'm really going to explain what is Bhoota Darshana is all about, how it originated, what is the actual story about it. Everyone watched the movie Kantara, but it left with all queries. Well, that is why I'm here. I'm going to explain to you exactly what are Bhootas, how they originated, what is the connection. Everything will be answered in the later part of the video. So stay tuned, watch the video till the end. Well, before I speak something about Bhootas and Daivas, let me explain to you something about Tulunadu, about Mangalore, where these Tuluvas came from, who believe mostly in this Daivas and Bhootas. Tulunadu, the land of Tulu-speaking people, spreads over to parts of present Karnataka and Kerala. This region consists of the Dakshina Kannada and Udupi districts of Karnataka, and the northern parts of Kasaragod district of Kerala up to Chandragiri river. Tuluva, the ethnic group, adds to the majority of the population in this region. The Tuluvas are mostly concentrated in the coastal areas. Konkanis, who migrated from Goa, the smallest state in India, are the next major ethnic groups here. Tulunadu sprawls over an area of 8,441 kilometers, approximately 3,259 square meters, and is bounded on the west by the Arabian Sea, on the east by the Western Ghats. Tulunadu has a tropical climate and it experiences heavy rainfalls during the monsoon season. Historically, Tulunadu consisted of two separate lands of Haiva and Tuluva, the two ethnic groups. This region was under the reign of Balal kings of Sulia, and it is believed that the Bant, Nair and the Brahmin migration to Tulunadu might have happened during the lifetime of the Kadamba king Mayur Varma at 345 AD. During the reign of Madhavacharya in the 13th century, around 8 monasteries, mutts, were built in Udupi. Tulunad was the original homeland of the dynasty that established the Vijayanagar Empire based in eastern Karnataka. Until the 17th century, Tulunadu was governed by feudatories of the Vijayanagara Empire. The longest reign dynasty of Tulunadu was the Alupas, and they were feudatories of prominent dynasties of Karnataka. Over the centuries, more ethnic groups migrated to Tulunadu. In this were the Konkanis and Gaud, Saraswat Brahmins were the major groups who arrived by the sea. In the 16th century, after the arrival of Catholics to Tulunadu from Goa, various development changes occurred as they built excellent educational institutions which contributed to the development of education in this region. The Muslim community of Tulunadu was basically Arab traders who married local women and settled here. After the British defeated the Tipu Sultan in 1799, the Tulunadu was attached to the Madras Presidency before being reverted to the state of Mysore. It was then named as Karnataka. Later, the states were reorganized on linguistic basis in the 1956, and Kasaragod became part of the newly formed Kerala state. The language which is spoken by over 3 million people, Tulu is a Dravidian language of India. Most of its speakers are native to the districts of Dakshina Kannada and Udupi in the west of the state of Karnataka and Kasaragod district of northern Kerala. Other major languages in the area are Kannada and Konkani. The Tulu speakers are known as Tuluvas. The Tulu script is known as the Tilagiri script and it has resemblance with Malayalam script. During the World War I, a large number of Tulu-speaking people migrated from undivided South Kannada district to the other provinces, regions. The next set of immigration was during World War II, and this time they settled in interior parts of Karnataka and coastal areas of Andhra Pradesh. Even today, Tulu is widely spoken in Dakshina Kannada, Udupi district and Uttara Kannada districts of Karnataka state and Kasaragod of Kerala. I hope you got enough information of Tuluvas in Udupi. Now let's talk something about the Daivas, which are believed by all the Tuluvas in the Udupi district and the whole part, many parts of Karnataka. Well, what is a Daiva? Daiva is Daivas are worshipped in the region of Tulunadu, in the southern Karnataka and parts of Kerala. They are local folk deities who are also referred as Bhootas or spirits, whose worship probably goes back to the pre-Vedic times. There has been no definitive research on exactly when their worship began. In Hinduism, deities are categorized according to their patronage. Some are Kula Devata, who belong to a clan. Some are Gram Devata, who belong to a village community, while others are Ishta Devata, cherished by individuals. Daivas are called Kshetra Pralas, or guardian deities of particular land. Daivas are traditionally worshipped in the open and belong to a folk tradition that is distinct from, although still a part of mainstream Hinduism. These folk deities are worshipped during the festival of Bhoota Kola, in which a dance performer impersonating the spirit is believed to be possessed by the deity. Some of the popular Bhootas or Daivas are Panjurli, Bobbarya, Piliputa, Kalkuda, Kalburti, Pilichamondi, Guliga and Koti Chennai. The Daivas were originally worshipped as an unstructured stone kept under a tree in an open space, but over centuries idols began to be used for Daiva worship. Everyone watched the movie Kantara, which revolves around the worship of two Daivas, Panjurli and Guliga. The story of Panjurli Daiva comes from an oral tradition. According to this story, a wild boar had died in a pleasure garden of Shiva and Parvati, and its young one was taken by Parvati as her child. But this young boar grew up to be a very destructive, and Shiva decided to kill it. But since goddess Parvati loved the boar, she convinced Shiva not to kill her pet. Hence Lord Shiva banished the wild boar to earth, and it was a sign to protect people and receive tributes from them. Hence this boar became a Bhoota or a spirit known as Panjurli. This myth reflects the assimilation of a local cult into a Shaivism. The story of Guliga is similar and involves Shiva, Parvati and banishment. Guliga was born from a stone. This stone was founded by Parvati in a pile of ash, and when Shiva threw it in the water, it gave birth to Guliga. Guliga was sent to Vishnu to serve him, but due to his destructive nature, Vishnu cursed him to earth. According to lore, Panjurli and Guliga fought over the same land and even engaged in a battle over it, but eventually entered into a truce after goddess Durga intervened. Later, Guliga became a close companion and even